Welcome to the information session on Notre Dame's study abroad programs in China. Please note that this information session excludes our Hong Kong programs, which are featured in a separate video. This information session will cover our programs in Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. In Beijing, we work with Peking University and the Beijing Center. In Shanghai, we work with a third-party provider called CIEE, and in Shenzhen, we work with the Southern University of Science and Technology, or SUSTech. So the PKU program in Beijing is ideal for students from the College of Arts and Letters and the Mendoza College of Business. This is also the case for our program in Shanghai. The Beijing Center, or TBC program, is ideal mostly just for students from arts and letters or students looking to fulfill a fair number of college core requirements. The Shenzhen program is ideal for students from the College of Engineering or the College of Science. Each of these programs is relatively small in size, so it would be ideal for students to be a little bit more independent and comfortable pursuing these without a large group of Notre Dame students. The PKU program typically has up to 8 students per year. The Beijing Center program has approximately 4 students per year. However, we do have some flexibility with the numbers. The Shanghai program hosts usually about 6 students per year. However, again, there is a little bit of flexibility with this number. And the Shenzhen program hosts up to 4 students per year. The PKU and Shenzhen programs are both exchange programs. They are direct enroll, which means that our students will directly enroll into the host university. There they will be essentially treated just like a typical university student and have access to an extensive course catalog and all of the resources and events that happen on campus. The Beijing TBC program and the Shanghai program are both run through third-party providers. TBC's program is hosted on the campus of the University of International Business and Economics, and the Shanghai program is hosted on the East China Normal University campus. Since they are both run through third-party providers, the classes are hosted at a study center on these campuses, and students will be studying with other international and American students. Whereas PKU and Shenzhen programs, the students will be studying alongside local students in the classroom. Courses on all 4 of these programs are taught in English, so that is not something that you need to be concerned about. Eligibility for all of these programs, all of them will require a 3.0 GPA. I will say it's actually preferred to have a 3.0, but most of these programs can actually accommodate a lower GPA. So if you are interested in these programs and your GPA does not quite meet a 3.0, please don't hesitate to come talk to me and I will check and see if it is possible to accept your GPA. All of these programs are also open to sophomores and juniors. The only real restriction is that students must not be Chinese citizens for these programs. In terms of visas, all students are required to have a student visa for these programs. It's approximately $140 to obtain a student visa, and the process is relatively simple. The calendar for these programs does vary a little bit. The Shanghai and TBC programs, because they are hosted at study centers, have been aligned to match the American academic calendar. Therefore, they both align very closely with the Notre Dame calendar in both fall and spring. The Beijing PKU and Shenzhen programs follow the Chinese academic calendar. So the fall semester typically starts in early September and runs through early January. Typically, the semester ends before the spring semester at Notre Dame begins. Also, it is usually possible for students to arrange their final exams to leave either in late December or early January before the Notre Dame semester begins. It's not a guarantee, but it is likely. The spring semester runs from mid-February through mid-June. So if you're considering a spring semester at either of these programs, please also make sure to think about your summer plans for the summer following that semester, since obviously you will be in class a little bit longer than a typical Notre Dame spring semester. In terms of academic information, At the PKU program, students from Arts and Letters and Mendoza College of Business will have a wide range of classes to choose from. There is an intensive Chinese language program that students can pursue, which primarily focuses obviously on intensive Chinese language, but does give students the opportunity to also take up to 2 subject area courses in English. The other track students can follow is to take classes solely in English without Chinese language in a variety of subject areas, including humanities, social sciences, economics, management, natural sciences, etc. Students will study either at the Peking University Exchange or through the Guanghua School of Management. On the TPC program in Beijing, students from Arts and Letters will have a variety of courses taught in English to choose from. All of the subjects have some sort of focus on Chinese culture. While it's not an extensive course catalog, many of the courses have already been pre-approved for Notre Dame credit, and many of them will fulfill core requirements. This is a program that is open to students from other colleges as long as you don't need to obtain specific major credit. The Shanghai program is a best fit for Arts and Letters and Mendoza College of Business students. All courses are taught in English at the CIEE Study Center, and students can follow one of 3 possible tracks. Either China in a Global Context, which features classes that are mostly focused on Chinese culture, an Accelerated Chinese Language track, where students can focus on studying the Chinese language, but also add in some courses on Chinese culture. And then the Business, Language, and Culture track, which allows students to also add in some business courses. The Shenzhen program is the best fit for College of Science and College of Engineering students. All courses are taught in English, and there is a very extensive course catalog for students to choose from. There are courses available in biology, chemistry, computer science, electrical engineering, environmental science, math, AME, physics, and more. For all of these programs, but especially PKU and Shenzhen, since they are direct enroll, there are some course restrictions, but not many. The biggest thing to be concerned about or to think about is that some classes may be full by the time you register, or you will of course have to meet the prerequisites of the courses. So just think about those things and try to be as flexible as possible with your academics for all 4 of these programs. To discuss the housing and meals on these programs, we'll start with the PKU program in Beijing. Our students will stay either at the Global Village, which is a student residence hall just across the street from campus, or in some independent housing arranged by the Notre Dame Beijing Global Gateway. This really depends on the availability of housing during your semester abroad. There will be shared rooms with kitchens and laundry facilities in most cases. And whichever housing you end up in will be walking distance to campus. So we'll make sure that it is close to campus. The TPC program in Beijing is hosted on the UIBE campus, so students will be staying in the UIBE International Student Residence Hall. The rooms are fully furnished shared rooms, and students will have the option of signing up for a Chinese roommate if that is something of interest. They may also room with another TPC student if that is their preference. The Shanghai program is hosted on the ECNU campus, so students will stay in an ECNU student residence hall in fully furnished shared rooms, and students will live with another CIEE student, but not necessarily another Notre Dame student. There is an option for a homestay, but only for students who are following the Accelerated Chinese Language track. This includes 2 meals per day. Students will have a single room in a host family apartment and should also expect a commute of 15 to 45 minutes to get to campus for class each day. So that option is available, but most of our students will stay in the residence hall on campus. For the Shenzhen program, all students will stay on campus in one of the residential colleges. These all are fully furnished 3 to 4 bedroom suites with shared facilities such as laundry facilities, study rooms, etc. All 4 of these programs will be given a monthly stipend to offset the cost of meals. So typically, Kitchens are not available. In some cases they are. It depends on the program. But students should expect to either eat at student dining facilities on campus, or go to a supermarket to pick up some snacks, or go to a restaurant, but you will receive a monthly stipend to help pay for those meals. So each of these programs offers several special opportunities for our students. At PKU, students are taken on a Great Wall tour during the orientation phase, which is very exciting. There are over 100 student organizations that students can join. There's also a PKU Buddy program where students can sign up for a local Chinese student as their buddy who can help them acclimate to the campus, to coming to Beijing, touch base with them, let them know what they need to do to really acclimate themselves for the semester. There are also several cultural events, trips, and tours, so this is a really exciting program. The TBC program starts off with several group meals that help our students and other TBC students connect with local students from UIBE. There will be local excursions and cultural activities throughout the semester, and also some internship opportunities if that is something that you're interested in. The Shanghai program also offers internship and research opportunities, both for credit. Local excursions throughout the semester, as well as cultural activities, will also be part of this program. Students have enjoyed Chinese cooking classes, calligraphy classes, martial arts, mahjong classes, and more. So this program is also just really exciting and full of opportunity. The Shenzhen program offers over 100 student clubs, similar to the PKU program, so there's a lot of different things that you can get involved with to meet local students, which is really great. They also have a very exciting volunteer program. If you are interested in volunteering around the Shenzhen area, highly recommend that you get involved in that. This program also has several cultural activities, lectures, and excursions specifically for international students to help you get acclimated. Please visit our website at studyabroad.nd.edu for more information on these programs. If any of them have caught your interest and you would like to apply for the 2022-23 academic year, applications are now open and you must apply by November 1st.